Heyo everybody, Haku here with my review of Tower of God, Chapter 334, Season 2, Episode 254. Now, let's go ahead and talk through this one, I guess. Starting off, I thought it was really good. Yoda decapitates the Thrissa, starting off. Haku then goes in to catch Joe. The red spirit starts sucking in Shinsu in order to self-destruct. Yuruk says, I still can't use Shinsu bomb, you need to crack this open so that I can take a shot at it. The blue spirit we see finally again is telling Bomb, are you just going to stand there and be afraid? Are you not going to try sort of goading Bomb into doing it? I guess in a weird sort of way, not inspiring, encouraging him? Yeah, in a weird sort of way encouraging him. We have a kind of funny sequence actually going back to Kun's team with Beta completely unaffected by the Shinsu being sucked out of the place, and he grabs Rachel and Kun's group and escapes with them. We see Ryun finding Dasa, and Dasa is actually really cool looking. I really like his design. Then she gets the ladle and calls for Ai to release the kid and Dasa, and I thought it was a funny panel there with Ai and then Sachi holding them to the ground with the thornbush path. Then once Kun's group comes back and meets with Ryun, at first during my live reaction or whatever, I really didn't think the fusion joke was that funny. I didn't really get it, where she was sort of making fun of Kun and Andrasi, like poking at him like, oh, did you fuse together, all of you guys, because you were in trouble? And then they're like, shut up, you're the one that left us behind. So that was funny going back in hindsight and reading again, but I guess I didn't catch it that well during the first reading. We have a really, really great scene with Dasan Ryun, Dasan Ryun. I loved that scene where he's like, did our savior finally come? Is that why you're letting us out and taking the ladle? It's like, did our savior come? Surely our savior will forgive us for all the negatives we've done, and he'll tell us how great we were for doing all of this. And Ryun's like, so that's the kind of guy you're expecting? No, your savior never came. And he's like, I guess I'll have to keep waiting. That was so good. Like, everything there. And when he was like, and I'll have to keep waiting, and Ryun just says, sure, as she's walking away, if that's what you think your destiny is. That was so good. Another funny panel when they're escaping with the Bong Bong, with poor Sachi and Ai just hanging on to Beta's tail. That was funny as well. Bomb does end up making the crack in the thing. Tons of really, really nice panels that I don't need to really talk about each one. Basically, Yuruk destroys the thing. Some red thing goes into Bomb. Yuruk says he senses the red, or thinks that he senses the red Thrissa power in Bomb, and asks Bomb about joining Wal Haisong, which it's going to be very interesting. He asks him what his intentions are. Then we see Deja cheering because he was watching it all through that screen thing. And Joaquin, Karaka, and Song are in the spirit room now. That's what we're left with to move on to next week. So, some blog info really quick before general thoughts. CU jokes about self-destructing being kind of like a go-to villain move. He says that the combat here was more focused on scale than detail, which is unlike what he tries to do with the regular fights. He says he hopes. It's not what he's like, he goes for more detail in the regular fights, or at least he hopes so. And he says, he jokes around, it seems White's going to absorb this. Will White be getting any whiter? So yeah, my thoughts though, I thought it was really good. I love the stuff with Ryun and Dasa. I think that was probably my favorite stuff in the chapter. I ran through it pretty quick, actually. I guess it was because it was another one of those. It was the same length as usual, but a lot of the pages were just action shots, So there's a lot less to really discuss, I guess. But there are a lot of questions to discuss, and I've already prepared a lot of the high Q&A, so we'll be discussing them there. A lot of questions about the Thrissa, and I don't know, there's a lot now. Like, what the red thing went into Bomb was. Was it the red Thrissa? Did the blue demon inside of him absorb the red Thrissa? Does Bomb just have the red Thrissa now? Was it a part of a thorn? Lots of questions. Lots of questions here. Also, I thought it was great to see Beta again, and I think it's going to be good to see Karaka and Joaquin and what kind of villain stuff they do. I've still been thinking Karaka would betray Joaquin, but who knows? I mean, since Karaka's just a little floaty head thing, then I don't know. Maybe he won't. At least not yet. So yeah, as a score, I'm actually going to give it a really good score. Because the stuff with Bomb and Yurik was good, but beyond that, the stuff with Dasa and Ryun was just so good. I'm going to give it 8.5. 8.5 fusions out of 10. I don't know. I think I could think of something better than that, but either way, self-destructs out of 10. 8.5 out of 10. Kind of a quick video, but like I said, a lot of this was action this week, not really more fighty, less talky. So yeah, that's it. Thank you so much for watching. Like if you did like the video, comment down there to tell me what you thought of this chapter, what you thought of my thoughts on it. Subscribe for more Tower of God and much more. We will be doing reviews and live reactions every week, usually longer than this, but you know, I don't want to talk about length too much, because I mean, if I make the video too long and I'm just rambling on about whatever, then that's probably no fun to watch anyway. But either way, I digress. Follow on Twitter if you want. Also, if you want a link to our Discord where a few of us have been talking, then yeah, comment that and I'll give you a link to that as well if you want to talk there. So yeah, that's it. Thank you once again for watching. I'll see you all next time.